technically I'm Steve's boss, but we don't have that relationship. We kind of work together. I learn more from him than anybody. So, but just want to say a couple of things about Steve, not on the award, but who he is. So, he went to William Grady Technical High School, went to New York City Technical College. He got an electrical engineering technology degree. Then he started working at New York City Transit when he was 19 years old, continued with his education, and he worked his way up, and now he's the plant chief. So he is really a New York City success story. That's what he is, So this award recognizes him for the accomplishments, but this is, Steve's life is, as a New Yorker, applying yourself and doing exceptionally well. He is at the top of his game right now. He's always helping people. He was chosen to help with the city to create the new exams for future leaders. So his expertise is being applied to future generations. So congratulations, Steve. You well deserve this.
So as you can see from Steve's colleagues how well deserving he is of this award. And it's important to punctuate that Steve is a lifelong New Yorker, went into a career in technical education high school. And in terms of balancing the work learned, Steve, even before graduating from the career in technical high school, secured a job, a good job. It made it even difficult to go to college, right? Because it was very enticing how good it was. and then worked throughout college at night.
That's right.
So even in his first job as a city employee with the MTA, when you look at the accomplishments there and what people, we went way back. So we contacted college. So even within the 13 years at the MTA, it would have been meriting such an award. But then come here to DEP for a lifetime of public service has been remarkable. And to hear about during the pandemic, when we didn't know much in that February and March, right? How did you catch this? Airborne? Can you get it through sewage? It was a time of great anxiety. And to come to this treatment plant during the early weeks not knowing, with that uncertainty, and having the leadership that Steven provided was just remarkable. Because most New Yorkers turn on the tap water, right, and we drink, and we think nothing about it, right? The best quality drinking water in the world. And when we flush our toilets, we think nothing about it. So in between the water getting to our faucets and then leaving our apartments, we think nothing about it. How amazing that is as New Yorkers to have that gift, that public health gift, that municipal infrastructure, and the public service support and talent that keeps that running. In some cities and some countries, that's foremost in their minds. What water they're going to drink, and the unsanitary conditions of the sewage that occupy their residencies and their neighborhoods. So it's amazing what the Department of Environmental Protection does day in and day out. And it's amazing that we're able to celebrate someone that's symbolic and representative of that.
Steven Cubero, you are an inspiration to us all. At a time when the world seems populated with way too many villains, you are one of the true superheroes. At a time when so many express their concern about the environment but do nothing, you, without fanfare or hubris, you get the work done. Steven Cubero, as you've heard from others, was born and raised by his mom in Sunset Park, who's here today to share this award with him. Mom, from an early age, he and his 3 siblings worked to help support the family. Steve, I hope you don't mind I'm calling you Steve because I feel like I know you. I know the Department of Environmental Protection very well. I've worked with them in different iterations at Columbia, and when I was at City Hall, I worked with your former commissioner, Vince Sapienza, an amazing guy who also this is your day. Steve McDonald's in Sunset Park during most of his secondary school years. At William E. Grady Career and Technical Education High School, Steve studied, as you heard, electrical installation, and was hired before he graduated as an electrician's assistant for the Blue Ribbon Electric Company in Brooklyn. I think you need to be telling a lot of kids out there how to do this, because they really don't know. To be able to get to work while you're still in school is key, I think, to a lifetime of success that you demonstrated. And of course, he continued this job as he began college. He did not stop working at the New York City College of Technology in downtown Brooklyn. After completing his freshman year, that was 21 years ago if you don't remember, Steve was hired as an electrician's assistant for the MTA. Around this same time, Steve and his future wife had their first child, and you share this award, both of you. Remember, you shared your dad with us, so you get to share the award with him. And I always say to my husband, whatever you did, I did too. So that's how we do it. Around the same time, this is a very important thing. He was working and filling family obligations, attended school at night, but still graduated in 4 years with his bachelor's in electrical engineering technology, which is an extraordinary feat. In 2013, Steve transferred to the DEP, working as an electric sanitary engineer at the Coney Island wastewater treatment plant. And as all you know, he was soon promoted to deputy plant chief at Newtown Creek before becoming plant chief first at the Tallman Island wastewater facility, then at the Coney Island facility. In 2021, Steve came back to Newtown Creek, this time as plant chief. And for those of you who don't know, and I know everybody in this room doesn't know, so I guess this is just for our video, Newtown Creek Wastewater Treatment Facility is one of the 5 largest wastewater treatment facilities in the country. And so when Aldrin was explaining about what this means to our environment and the quality of life in our city, we truly are the envy of not just every city in the United States, but every country around the world for the capacity that our folks have who work in this kind of treatment facility, and for the fact that we get to have wastewater treatment facilities all together, clean water, toilets that flush, a city that essentially works. You're part of that. You're a big part of that, and that's why you're getting this award. This is a $5 billion facility taking up 53 acres here in Greenpoint, and it processes 720 million gallons of water in a single day. I had to kind of read that about 3 times. That is a lot of water to be processing in a single day. It treats the wastewater and sewage of a service area that covers nearly 1 million people, as you heard. So, you've heard from other people what Steve did that merits a Sloan Public Service Award. I'll just say a few small things. Steve transformed Tallman Island wastewater treatment plant from one of the worst in the city to one of the best. This is no mean feat, as we all know. Just keeping things going is what most people are satisfied with. But transforming something into the best, that's what Steve does. As part of his plan for a more efficient and effective wastewater treatment plant, Steve built a tool and maintenance shop there so that they would not have to use outside contractors to repair the tanks. It saved both time and money. To me, this is amazing because your staff could take pride in their work, and they did. So not only did you save money for the city, you created a more efficient plant. Steve, I think you need to talk to the mayor. I think he really needs now, as he confronts these $4 billion out year budgets that the previous mayor left him, he needs you. He needs you really badly now. Steve also works with the surrounding community, and this is extremely important now because, you know, we want the public to engage in sustainability and environmental protection and understanding all of these issues, but you know, people are busy and they don't have time and they don't know what's important often until they're taught, until they have an opportunity to engage. They complain a lot, but they're not usually willing to do anything. Steve, I don't know what you did, but you got people to come on board despite odor and despite trash. I do know what you did. You turned light into green spaces at the plant, and people appreciated it and they knew it. And this is, again, a best practice that needs to be done all over our city. And at Coney Island, you were able to save 200,000 gallons of water a day by finding and repairing leaks. I mean, you know, so many places have no clean water, and we were leaking out 200,000 gallons of water a day, and you did that. You helped us figure out how to save that. And if the day-to-day challenges were not enough to keep you busy, then came the COVID pandemic. And during COVID, Steve had to keep his team safe, even though the work requires them to be in person, and we all know the difficulty of that. You needed to minimize exposure to the virus, and you developed a plan that created small teams. You worked with the Department of Health on testing the wastewater. As we were told, you're hosting this team that is testing the wastewater for us to understand how COVID spreads, and identified a way to anticipate outbreaks in certain areas. So we really want to say, and this is on behalf of the Fund for the City of New York and the Sloan Foundation, and I want to personally say, on behalf of the entire city of New York, thank you, thank you. We honor you today, not only for your vast technical knowledge and expertise, but also for your leadership. Steve's commitment to making our wastewater treatment system the envy of the world, to improving this critical but often unrecognized piece of the city's infrastructure, for your mentorship of your staff, and for your dedication to the people of New York City. You are truly inspirational.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I never thought this would happen. I was a regular, born and raised a Brooklyn kid, The last time we had that, he became Captain America. That one's taken, maybe I could be Captain Planet, who knows? I wake up every day loving what I do. It's not a job, it's not a career, this is a passion. I mean, I really care about what goes on. I and my team do what everybody else talks about, all right? My inspiration came from my mother raising us, to my beautiful wife helping me raising these children. I know it's not easy. I really know it's not easy because, at work you have to stay calm and collective, and sometimes you all have those times where you just need someone to talk to and someone to be there for you. And that's what family is. And I couldn't be here without them. All right? I try to provide for them to be better than me and to continue helping the city that helped me so much. I love what the city's helped me accomplish. I'm not done yet. I have a long way to go because the city's got a long way to go. Whether it ends at DEP or ends in City Hall, that's to be determined. But I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure it's better than when I came in. Most of the accomplishments we talked about weren't just solely me. At Tolman Island, Jimmy Narvaez, the deputy chief, was there. He helped me accomplish it. I needed him back here. He really made it my day. When I left and went to Coney Island, the person that replaced me, Mr. Twan, picked up where I left off and did outstanding job. He was a man too. And that's what I really did. All right, doing outstanding. When I was deputy chief here, Mr. Chris Carlson was also a deputy chief, and we bounced ideas back and forth, and I used his to help me go and get the job done. Because he was here when there were roadblocks, but he knew what the issues were. And he helped me say, forget about the roadblocks, let's just do it. And I took that with me to Tolman. When I left Tolman Island, I had a deputy chief who's in the back, Jagat Kemraj Yogi, who is now currently the fire chief And we talk about we were getting down dirty, getting our hands and feet full of all kinds of things that happen in the wastewater treatment plant. It wouldn't have been done without him. And, you know, as superheroes in our own manner, these are my Avengers, right? I couldn't have done anything without them. I helped exploit their talents and put it on the stage for everyone else, and it trickled down, all right? That's how we could go and tackle this. It's not one person saving the world, it's all of us. And I like to be an inspiration to them, try and help them and give them the skills and the confidence to get it done. Because people in this room, like Mr. Ravi Basant as well, the director, he gave me confidence when I first came in. He was in my interview panel. And at that point in time, he saw something in me, which I'm gonna be quite frank with you. At that time, Ravi, I probably didn't see it in myself. And knowing what you went through, coming up the ladder as well, I try to mimic your footsteps. And I've even mentioned it in interviews for promotions, that you were an inspiration to me. You proved that you could come up the ranks and make a difference. The rest of the team, Angela, Vinny, you've been outstanding with me. You've been here all the time. I mean, I could not picture anything else than you know, someone, you know, when you think of the big boss, it's so unapproachable. And, you know, he really is not like that. He's willing to go, lend the ear, help me out, and point us in the right direction. And I really, really appreciated that from everyone here. Another key component of what we do here wouldn't be done without the sewage treatment workers, who are the ones that get everything done. So representative of 1320, we have Mr. Tommy Constant in the back, and also the Sloan out there supporting, making sure that we're getting enough people on our lines and ranks to be able to go and complete the mission and get the things done, and having the confidence of those people behind me really helps. But at the end of the day, I do this for this group right here. These individuals, my 4 children, my wife, my mom, the rest of the family at home, I do it for them because they deserve better. And the only way you're gonna get better is if I do it. If I go and show them that it's possible. And they're gonna go and take that torch and run with it. And be as successful as they wanna be. And I know that they have the determination that's in them. I really love the VP. I really love this opportunity. I love the foundation that I got at the MTA. They supported me, and you know what? It was a very hard decision to walk away after over 12 years, to walk away from something that you did day in, day out, which you trained for, right? I went to electrical installation high school. I went to electrical engineering in college, and then I ended up in wastewater treatment. And who would have known that I would have ever been here, but I love it. All the things that we do, that we can do, that we're transitioning to, and I'm here. You know, it's like the transition from Betamax to VHS to Blu-ray players, right? I'm here for most of it, all right? You know, it's incredible what's happening, and I feel it's my short time. It's been 21 years of civil service, and I just really look forward to continuing what I do and expanding on it. And I want to thank the Sloan Foundation and everyone that's here for this Fund for the City of New York. You guys really put a spotlight on me. I'm not used to that. I'm extremely humble, but really I need to put out the word what BWT is, what New York City DEP is. You know, it's a taboo subject, but we're still going to do what we have to do. I really appreciate everyone.